Let's take a look at Watch What You Bet tonight, Teddy. All eyes on Toronto, Canada tonight, and rightfully so. We have an elimination game tonight in Game 5, Warriors and Raptors. And how about this, Teddy? We had lines open up around 3.5 at some outlets. We're now down to 1.5, and some of these outlets also showing at -2. Total of 214, money line split plus 105, -125. The key ingredient, as we said, all eyes on Kevin Durant in this game, listed as questionable. Game time decision, says Steve Kerr. No minutes restriction. There's a lot of upheaval in there because as gamblers, hey, it feels great. Kevin Durant's coming back. Does it hurt them because he just can't play defense? Does it hurt him because he's out of the flow of the offense? Or is it one of those Willis Reed type situations with the Knicks that says, oh my goodness, our savior is back, that propels us to a Game 5 victory? If we take a look at the series here, odds makers are saying it's going to be a pretty tough climb because the Raptors -500 to win the series, Teddy. The Warriors +375.
Yeah, interesting that the series price hasn't changed all that much, even though the money has clearly come on Golden State here in Game 5, much the way it came on Toronto in Game 3 after it announced that Thompson wasn't going to play. The markets think Durant is going to play. All right. His effectiveness, very much in question. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Anyone that tells you they know how effective Kevin Durant is going to be tonight is lying because nobody knows. But when you talk about can they get worse with Durant, no, they're not going to get worse because they were awful in 2 games in Golden State. The uniforms red Warriors, no point during those 2 games. They look like the Golden State Warrior championship teams of recent years. And we've seen rotations that Kerr's been forced to play that he hasn't played at any point this season. When you have a starting lineup that played a total of 16 minutes together in the regular season and 1 in the postseason, that's a starting lineup for a postseason game, that's not good. That's why Golden State's had the turnovers. That's why they've had the issues. And if Durant comes back, it can't make them worse. Doesn't necessarily make them better, but I don't think they're going to be worse than they've been. They haven't been a great team in the last 2 games. Steve Kerr, quote, we'll go to Toronto, we try to win a game. It's as simple as that. So we're not thinking about winning 3 games. We're thinking about winning 1 game, and that's the task. I know we're capable. We got a lot of talent. We have a lot of pride. These guys have been to the finals 5 straight years for a reason. They're unbelievably competitive, and they're together. They're going to fight. They're going to fight the whole way. It's a bet-on quote. That being said, got to like this quote from Kyle Lowry, too. We haven't done anything. We won 3 games. It's the first of 4. We understand that. They're the defending champs. They're not going to go out easy. They're going to come and fight and prepare to play the next game, and that's how we're preparing ourselves, that we got to prepare ourselves to play the next game. So, it's going to be crazy in Toronto tonight. Absolutely crazy. If there's a team that can withstand that, it's Golden State. But the Raptors have been the better team in this series. I'm not convinced that changes just because Kevin Durant might get back on the floor.
I think you're correct on that, Teddy. I mean, we saw 4 games. Other than one spurt there, it really is a Raptors series. Does it surprise you at all that the lines open up around 3 and now some outlets sitting at 1.5? Because it actually surprises me. I don't know if it should have moved in the opposite direction, 3.5 or 4, but it did surprise me that it went a little bit lower. Did it surprise you, or you think that's right about the norm there for that?
They're thinking Durant is going to play, and Durant is worth something to the point spread. If it's 3 without Durant or 3.5 without Durant, it should probably be a minimum of 1.5 and 2 with him. So no, I'm not surprised at the Golden State money. We've seen the money move based on injury info repeatedly in this series.
Subway Series gets underway tonight on Monday, Teddy. Mets and the Yankees. Yankees heavily favored at -195. Actually, if we take a look at SBRodds.com to get the latest updates here, sitting around 190, 188 in that range. So a heavy favorite for the home team New York Yankees here. 7:05 MLB extra innings live from Yankee Stadium tonight. It's supposed to be a little bit of rain in the forecast. The same thing in Philadelphia. Mets are 32-33 on the season, 13-22 away. Yankees are 40-24, 21-12. Vargas, who's been outstanding as of late, versus Tanaka.
Yeah, Vargas making his 3rd start since returning from a hamstring injury. He's coming off a brilliant effort, 5-hit shutout against the Giants. 117 pitches in that ball game. That concerns me. The guy's got a .185 ERA his last 7. He hasn't given up 6 hits during that stretch. He's 0-7 with a 6.84 ERA in the Bronx against the Yankees, and he's coming off a season-high 117 pitch effort. That worries me. All that being said, the Mets are 12-8 in their last 20 since Mickey Callaway got his vote of confidence after they got swept by Miami. They're they're playing to reach 500 for the first time since the end of May. Callaway, quote, we're going to be very, very excited going into Yankee Stadium. Pete Alonso hit his 21st homer the other day on Saturday. I'm stoked for it. I mean, the Mets pumped for this series. The Yankees are just 2-5 in their last 7. You know, they're a team that overachieved for an extended period of time, despite a nasty run of injuries. We've seen the Bronx Bombers come back to earth. They did win yesterday to snap a 1-5 skid. Now they're 2-5 over the last week. But the price to me looks a little bit high to back the Yankees in this one, given their current struggles and the Mets' better current form.
How about tonight? Ryu on the mound. Cy Young, like he's been absolutely outstanding on the season. Going against a young upstart kid in Canning tonight. If you take a look at the odds here, Angels plus 150, a total of 9. 10:07 tonight. MLB extra innings. Angel Stadium, Anaheim, California. The Dodgers, red hot as usual. 45-21 on the season, 20-14 away. Angels 31-35 on the season with 17-18 at home. Ryu, as we said, has been great. Canning in his last start, Teddy, I mean, not bad. 6 innings, 4 earned runs, but the previous 4 starts, he was lights out before that. Good upstart versus a guy dominant in form here, but can you go against the Dodgers, Teddy? Getting great starting pitching, really good bullpen work, and just an overall hot team. Should be the battle of L.A. tonight.
Dude, Ryu's given up 1 inning of runs in his last 51 2/3, a 2-run inning in Pittsburgh. You know, he's been as unhittable as any pitcher in baseball. You know, Dave Roberts, he's just in complete control. It's front and back. It's all quadrants. It's changing speeds. It's mixing up the sequence. Dodgers 13-3 in their last 16. You know, Ryu's coming off 7 shutout innings, giving up 3 hits against Arizona. He's dominated L.A. in 3 previous career starts against them. Hard to step in front of this guy right now. It really is. Worth noting for the Dodgers right now. They closed out May. They had 9 straight overs in late May. Offense was rolling. Middle relief was getting hit pretty hard. Guess what? They cashed 1 over ticket their last 10 since that run of 9 straight overs. And the only over got there by a half a run, by a hook. The bats have gone cold. The starting pitching has been epic. And the middle relief, much better for LA. Hence, this current string of unders that, again, 8-1-1, their last 10, and shows no signs of slowing down, even against the Angels tonight.